Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be listed down in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? Okay, so we have the Six of Wands reversed. We have Leo energy with the Six of Wands reversed here. We also have the Tower, all right? We have Scorpio energy with the Tower. Okay, so I do see that there is somebody that has been trying the utmost best to gain your attention again, all right? This person has had numerous attempts in doing this, but they've all failed time and time again. Each time they try to gain some form of attention from you, whatever tactics they utilize or whatever strategies and however way they plan this out, it never works, all right? It always puts them in a circumstance of loss of control or loss of themselves, right? Having no clue what to do, thinking about the next strategy, the next plan, the next tactic, right? But every time it just leaves them in the same predicament, which is failure. They can't get your attention. They can't access you like that anymore, okay? And this person, I am channeling the energy of worry here, okay? This person is worried, okay? We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So this person, their perspective of you consists of them viewing you as somebody who has outgrown them and the situation itself, right? We have the Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, they see you as somebody that is no longer in a certain vibration, a certain frequency. You're not on the same wavelength anymore. There is a level of maturity that you are tapped into, a level of growth that you are tapped into. a level of high vibration that you are tapped into, and you are not therefore in the same state of being that they once knew you to be in, or the same state of being that they were familiar with when it comes to you, right? We have Taurus energy, we have Aries energy, double Leo energy, and also we do have Sagittarius energy here. So yes, beloved, this individual, they're having some form of awakening here. It's a rude awakening with the Tower, of the fact that things are no longer the same and will never be the same when it comes to you both. Okay, and that truth is leading this person to like a downward spiral of some sort, where they kind of spiraling out of control and losing themselves in that spiral, right? Because I do sense, I'm channeling an energy of somebody that they never thought they would lose you, or you would completely remove them from your life. They thought that things would always turn out in a particular way, but they're not seeing the reality of whatever truth they saw from all of this. Like the truth that they were attached to when it comes to the perspective of you, like how they view you, and when it comes to the perspective of the situation, how they view this whole situation itself, that is beginning to shift, because this person, they're not seeing the actual reality that they thought was real. It's like they having a rude awakening about the fact that all this time I had this thought process of things, or emotional process of things about this person in this situation, but I'm coming to terms with the fact that that was just in my head, or that was just in my own emotions. It's not real, because they've made you out to be a certain way within themselves. They have a particular, keyword is particular, concept of your identity, which is not in alignment with the truth of your identity. So them not being able to gain your attention or have access to you in that way is a revelation to them that, you know what, the whole time I operated from this energy because I had these thoughts and feelings towards this person in a particular way, based on this person's identity in my own head, in my own heart, right? They're seeing that the way in which they envisioned you is not real. It's not realistic. It's not based on reality, right? I mean, you can't expect someone to be the way you want them to be just because that's how you want them to be. It's that sort of energy where this person, they're having a rude awakening here. You are not who they want you to be, or you're not who they thought and felt you were all along. It's like this person's ego, they're having some form of battle with their own ego here. They're losing their ego in this situation. It's very bruised, right? We have the Temperance. We have double Sagittarius energy here. Followed by the Hierophant. Okay. We have double Taurus energy here. This person, beloved, they're at a stalemate, right? stalemate in a form of, here they are experiencing what they're experiencing with regards to you and the situation, and then here you are looking better than ever, or being in an energy that is so powerful, being elevated and evolved. It's like this person views you as somebody that has definitely moved on in a way that, like, almost mind blowing. It's like your forward movement is mind blowing to this person here. Like, they almost looking at you as some form of a lesson. This person, like, it's hard for them to also come to terms with that truth of you, that, you know what, you're so far gone in your own path of life, your own journey of self-identity and discovery, that, like, there is absolutely nothing that you require from their end of things. Like, you don't need anything from this person, and that's the most hardest thing that they are having to process, that fact and truth, that you don't require anything from them in order for you to be okay, happy, evolved, elevated, healthy, content, in your power. You don't require anything. You're just doing you. And they're struggling to do them, because to them, we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse. We have triple Taurus energy. We have Capricorn energy. We have Virgo energy here. Okay. To them, this connection still holds some form of value, right? A certain level of value that they're not ready to let go of yet. So what you mean to them still it's like it's creating that stalemate. It's what's enabling them to remain stuck on you. They still, to them, there's still some form of, like, they see you to be someone in which you are like some form of missed opportunity, or this situation is a missed opportunity entirely, because when they had the chance, or they could make decisions that were right when it comes to you and this connection, they failed you time and time again. And they know that it's very cringe, almost creepy, that with all that they've put you through, they still want you to be the same, or expect you to have the same way of feeling and thinking about them. It shows a level of narcissism as well, that they're based on their own ego, because they are unwilling to accept the change in you, because it contradicts who they want you to be to them. And that's straight narcissism. If you don't want to see the power in another person because you want to maintain power over that person. We have the Seven of Cups here. They're somewhere in their own world reality, in their own life, confused, overindulging, finding themselves in situations that they never thought they'd be in. Like, this person's life has taken a turn in a drastic manner, and it's leading them in a direction of reality that they are failing to face, which tells me that this is not the only situation that this person is failing to address in its truth, in its authenticity, in its realness. Meaning, this person, we have the Star, This person, the path of life that they're on, they're trying to find their way forward in a way that works for them, but they are always fumbling. And it's not just based on you and the connection itself, but in their own reality. This has to do with some form of a job. This has to do with their own mental health or mentality or mindset, their own emotional stability, emotional process, emotional understanding, their own spiritual signature, their spiritual identity. This person is lacking in a lot of ways in their reality because they just keep fumbling in life. Like they keep, it's like they find themselves on a certain path thinking this is what they want, or this is working, or this is that. And then once they get to the point of comfortability in whatever it is that they're doing, or wherever they are in their life, or whoever surrounds them, what they connected to, what they choose to tap into, when they just trying to live within their reality, things always seem to turn on them. It's like they can't catch a break. This is just one of many situations that have this person in some form of bondage, right? This situation that has to do with you, it's just one of many situations in their own reality that is keeping them in some form of a bondage. And this person is just so lost, but they never thought that they would get here in their own life. They always thought they would have something figured out, or they would always find a way, right? We have the Queen of Wands. We have Aquarius energy here, okay? We have double Scorpio energy as well. This person, they're going through a lot, right? And um, as everybody in life, we all have dreams, wishes, aspirations, ambitions, passions, and everything that we want to achieve, what we see for ourselves, right? This person's sight and vision of their own future is blurry because the types of decisions and choices they've made for themselves have gotten them to this point, right? So they're low-key embarrassed to even come your way with the Nine of Wands. There's some form of shame, guilt, and embarrassment that lingers, also like regret and guilt, right? It lingers so heavily within their life, within their identity, when it comes to you in this situation, because they're not coming to you healed, or at least healing, or they have something going on in their life that is significant for their own purpose, or they're not coming to you with emotional stability or spiritual alignment or mental acuity, mental health. No, they coming to you with problems. Like this is somebody that's a scrub, like on some scrub energy. You know what a scrub is? Like one of those people in life that will feed off of you because of their lack of, it's like since things are not open enough for them, they need something to feed from, or someone in this instance, and this is you. Like they're looking at you as a possible way out of their situation. This person coming forward, reaching out, is not based on, oh, I feel so bad, I want to come to this person's life, I need closure, I miss them, or I love them. It's based on like future tense of the reference of like they want a way out of this situation, and you seem to have something figured out in your life that they lack in their life. So coming towards you is like a ticket. I heard a meal ticket. Claudiantly, I just heard those words: meal ticket, money ticket, shelter ticket, like ego ticket. Like this person is trying to reclaim their spot in life, and they trying to find you and do it through you, because you have some level of power to your name or weight to your name in your own reality, your life, and in your own world. And this person sees that, they feel beneath that. And you know what they say, if you can't beat them, join them. That's this person's mentality. They're trying to come into your life to feed off of you and leech onto you, because they're like a scrub. Like, I keep hearing that, and I just heard the word This person operated from a lot of they operated from a standpoint of low vibration for so long that all that has manifested for them in life, due to the types of and kinds of decisions and choices they've made, they're receiving karma for that. Like, that's why their life is going the way that it is. They didn't plant the right seeds for themselves. They didn't activate the right energy for themselves. They didn't align with their own purpose rightfully. You know, this person has a lot of karmic debt that they owe, and things won't open for everyone in life, right? If we don't pay up our karmic debt, which means like make right with life so that your life can be good, you'll find yourself in situations like these where your things are not moving anymore, or you don't know what to do with yourself anymore, or doors are just shutting left, right, and center in your face, or there is no way forward. It's just because so much has been done by you, and that energy is out there, and now it is manifesting itself in your life because that's what you've put out, right? And that's where this person is at. They've called this in for themselves. It's their self-inflicted destiny, where they had a choice, a decision, and they always chose wrong. They always decided against, you know, the highest good. And life doesn't reward anyone who does things like that. Life enables battles in people's lives that move like that. Battles, obstacles, and, you know, tragic things, incidences, accidents, like struggle, right? Pain. We have the Ace of Swords. So you're being called, I'm being called to take it reversed. Yeah, you're being called to completely alienate yourself from this individual, meaning do not reopen a door, right? Don't allow them into your energy. Don't allow them into your life. Don't even allow them to know anything about you. Pretend they don't exist in your life, in your world, and in your reality, because they don't, unless you choose to open that door. You choose, right? And as we've established in this energy, the decisions and the choices that we make catch up to us, because especially when we know better. And that's where I feel like this person messed up or messed themselves up, because they always knew better but never ever did better. Like, and people don't want to hear it when you tell them that you have a choice not to be a messed up person. You have a decision that you can make, a step you can take for a better version of yourself, so that your life can be better as well. But people, they're so comfortable in their own ways that, like, hearing that just tweaks them out and trips them out. But then whose fault is it when their life takes a turn in the worst way? I mean, you knew better, right? But you didn't choose to do better. You decided against that. So you manifest that for yourself. You call it in for yourself because you sent that out there already, right? So this person here, you know, they watching you, of course, wanting to come forward, but this person's only going to serve as a hindrance in your life. Like, they're only going to create a stalemate in your reality. There's people that are in our lives, and when they're in our lives, we feel so in alignment with ourselves, and we find ourselves prospering more than we were before they entered our lives. And then there's also vice versa, where there's people that come into our lives and there's so much pain that they create, or so much negativity that comes with them, that their existence in your reality is your demise, it's your downfall. And closing that door and keeping it shut is your way of eliminating that spirit in your life and choosing to call in and manifest better for yourself, in reality. Your reality, right? So with the Two of Swords here, do not give this person an ounce of your energy. Do not even allow them to think that there is hope. Let that hope that they are delusionally attaching themselves to, let it die off on its own. You don't have to say anything to this person. They it doesn't. It's like giving them anything based on time, resources, energy, attention, any form of attention, um, is not necessary. It will never benefit you in any way. It's only for their own benefit. Like, this person is a leech. They're like a scrub, right? A bum of a person, because that's where they chose to be, because they called that in and they manifested that within their reality. And don't try and play savior, right? Or redeemer. Okay? They must seek their own salvation. They must go to the Most High God, Allah, Ra, Source, the Divine. They must face God, find God in their own reality, and fix their mess of life, so that their things can be okay and they can't depend on you for anything, because you are not God, right? You can pray for this person and wish them well, but that's all you can do. Everything else is bigger and above you, right? Thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. All right, you guys. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. All right. Thank you for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be listed in my description box below, or you can join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google. Search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.